Greetings, Minecrafters, and welcome to another, hopefully exciting, another Minecraft discussion here up at the Notch. I'm up in actually this is actually an apple orchard, but it just looks wide open because it's obviously the grass isn't growing yet. Usually it's covered over. Anyway, gorgeous. So my name is Kimberly Quinn, and I'm here to have another discussion with you that's kind of related to the last one, sort of, about boundaries and the universe responding to those and all of that. And that is the idea of letting go of attachment. I just found a blue jay. He won't catch him. Because we often don't realize that attachment really literally equals suffering. I'm not talking about attaching to babies when they're little, that's different. I'm talking about attaching to outcomes. And it can be so easy to get seduced into that because it's kind of this illusion of control we have about the future. And I don't think we always get it, that what a waste of energy that is. And so somebody said something about plan A versus plan B thing. When we're focused on plan A, we're putting 200% into plan A. Plan B just takes away from plan A. Now again, I'm not talking about having like a little money saved for rent in case something happens. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when we're so focused on outcome, those life minutes are being attached and sent in the direction of something that hasn't even happened, or maybe 3 different outcomes. And that therefore takes away from the energy to actually make the life minutes, to actually make those things happen, right? So picture it like a pizza pie. We've done this before, where there's there's only 100% of our emotional, spiritual, and physical energy to give to anything on any given day, a conversation, a work task, anything. So if we give 2 pieces to an outcome that might happen, 2 pieces to another outcome that might happen, another one just for plain flat out worrying, which is just rehearsing anxiety and a complete waste of life minutes, then that only leaves, let's say, I'm sorry about the wind here, I can't apologize for the wind, obviously. That leaves maybe 60 or 70% of our life minutes, or less, maybe 50% or 40%, to actually have the best possible outcome happen, instead of just letting go. And also, another somebody brilliant, I just don't have, I would totally share their names if I were remembering them at this moment, but said something funny, like if you want to make the universe laugh, tell her your plans. Because the flip side of that, not flip side, but another example of that, is when we're attaching to outcomes, like I gotta have that promotion, or I gotta do this, I gotta get into that grad program instead of this grad program, I gotta. The universe has again, that's divine connection that just attaches all of us. When we are so attached to outcomes, it's like we're just not trusting the universe, who has loads of good things, planned for us. And that's just also a funny quote. I don't think we get it. So attaching to all these outcomes that aren't even there just causes lots and lots of, at the very least, discomfort, and anxiety, and just plain old suffering. When we let go with trust, trust in ourselves, we are living in our frames too. When we're outside of our frames, then when we are living outside of our frames, let me say this correctly here. My head is so fast right now. When we live outside of our frames, we are also not trusting ourselves, because all that self-authenticity and that self-confidence is in the frame. So if we're out of the frames, trusting these outcomes where we are, we're not in our frames. If we're attached to outcomes, we're not in our frames. We are in our frames when we're trusting the process and we let go of outcomes. And so also when we're in our frames, there's no self-doubt there. Why? Because we are trusting the universe. When we have self-doubt, since we are the universe, it's basically saying you don't trust the universe, or if that's God for you, or source, or whatever. So the whole thing with attachment to outcomes, no matter how you cut it up, just isn't the way to fly. It just isn't. I'm not saying sit back on the couch and have a sandwich and just let it all happen, without making effort. No, make effort with 100% of your life minutes, and then detach from the outcome. Think about it. If 100% of your life minutes goes into whatever it is that's going on anyway, you've got a much better chance of that outcome happening than if you're using your life minutes to worry about it maybe or maybe not happening. Think about it. It's like basic logic. Let go. Attachment to outcomes leads directly to suffering. That's it. Get in your frame, back in your frame. Trust in your authentic self and the universe, and all will be well. This is Kimberly Quinn signing off from the deep woods of northern Vermont. Have a mindful day.